What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another YouTube video. If you're new to the channel, thank you for tuning in. And in today's video, guys, I gotta bring y'all something different. I got to, because it's been on my watch slash wish list probably over a year and a half now, and they're starting to finally cook up a little more, and I kind of wanted to share some of that information with y'all. And I also wanted to kind of do a reaction video to their most recent devlog video. I believe that they're going to be doing these more frequently because the game is kind of sort of approaching its Kickstarter window. I believe it's going to be in like that January, February timeframe of next year, but we'll get into more of the Kickstarter later in the video. Also, we'll be checking out their official webpage as well. So I'm gonna link those both down in the description for you guys. But for now, we're gonna go ahead and roll into Farm Folks devlog. Pause. So I didn't even tell you guys what this game is about. Honestly, I wanted to kind of let you guys see it for yourself, but I'll go ahead and spill the tea just a little bit. So Farm Folks, as you can tell by the name, it does have some aspects of farming to it, right? Hold on. Like I said, this game might be for somebody. It ain't got to be for everybody. Now, this game kind of teeters the line between cozy life simulation and also a little bit of like Fortnite. Reason being is you have the option to play this game your way. You could play it peaceful, as far as like cozy vibes where there's no combat. You just kind of do what you typically do in your cozy farm type games. Now, if you're interested in more so of like the survival mode, which is kind of like the PvEvP mode, where you engage in combat with, like, I believe it's kind of like Ghost. You could do this along with other players because this game is also multiplayer. Now, that's just the tip of the iceberg of what this game has to offer. We'll get into more of that here later. But as I mentioned, we're going to go check out this devlog first, and I'll see you guys there. All right, y'all, without further ado, let's check out Farm Folks Behind the Farm Vlog 1. Hoping this is really good.
Alright guys, I'm doing this for the first time ever. Hope this works well. Hello folks, thanks for tuning in. My name is Alex and I'm founder of Creativo and the game director behind Farm Folks. We usually host our dev live streams on Twitch, but today I wanted to try something new. I thought maybe this format might actually work better. And if you guys like...
So let me just say this really quickly because he has mentioned this before, like in the past. So just so y'all know, this game is also inspired by The Sims 4 and The Sims series. All right, so the developer himself and his team are very much inspired by The Sims and The Sims 4 series. All right, so just keep that in mind. All right,
like it, I'll try to make these kinds of videos more frequent. There are a couple of things I really wanted to talk to you about today. We're going to talk about the Kickstarter launch window, and I know a lot of you are eagerly waiting for it, but we'll get to that shortly. First, let me tell everyone who's new here what Farm Folks is all about. We've seen a lot of people jumping on the assumption that Farm Folks is just another farming game because of its name, but in reality, we wanted the Farm Folks to be so much more than just another farming game. Our goal is to create a living, breathing open world where you can lose yourself with friends, doing your favorite things. And it's important to understand it's not going to be just one thing. Farm Folks is an open world live sim game set in the solarpunk world of near
I want
future.
you to take a look at
In the
like
game,
the
you'll be
characters.
tasked with building structures, planting and caring for crops and animals, automating your production lines.
And this is why I say some of you might be really intrigued by this game, and you might actually consider, you know, either backing it when the Kickstarter comes out, or you might consider actually purchasing it when it officially does come out. Now, the reason I'm drawn to it, of course, like y'all know, I've said it already, I'm a big fan of the Sims 4 series, right? First time I ever played The Sims was in was Sims 2. That was how I got introduced. I've played Sim Cities. I've played all of the spin-offs on the consoles, being Sim Herbs is like kind of like my favorite one. But as you can see, like the character style and just the overall feel of this game kind of gives you that like Sims vibe, you know what I mean? So that's why I said this might appeal to some of y'all. Just keep an open mind. Like I said, the game might be for somebody, but it definitely ain't for everybody, okay? Just keep that in mind.
Meeting and creating relationships with local NPCs. And you can even choose to hunt ghosts with your friends in our competitive challenging modes. We plan to offer a diverse set of settings to our players, ranging from peaceful gameplay experience where you can choose so that no one will bother you, and you can create a mega zen gardens around your beautiful structures. Enjoy different weathers and seasons, go bird watching, explore the world around you, sniff flowers, polish eggplants, and so much more. And for our competitive players, you'll be challenged by phantoms, our ghost-like creatures, in our PvE modes, where you literally have to travel to the future to face them off. I'll probably talk more about this
I'm down for a little competitive mode
in our upcoming videos. But in general, our goal is to greet players with different playstyles, allowing you to create game sessions the way you want. Think about the world creation process in the Minecraft, where you can choose survival mode with different difficulties, levels, peaceful creative modes. We're going for something like that.
Okay.
All right. One area of the game is very...
Now that's interesting. I do like the fact that they give you options of how you choose to play your game, which is important because we don't all, want to play the same, want to play the game in the same modes. Being that, this does have cozy aspects to it, a lot of people will migrate towards that cozy, zen vibe of the game where, they can go and farm, build, construct, resource management without being interrupted, like he said. And that's cool. I don't mind that because I do that sometimes in my games in Coral Island. I just do whatever, and sometimes I just be vibing out. However, I do like the fact, like I said, that you do have an option, so just keep that in mind.
Very important to us, and that is construction. A lot of us are massive fans of The Sims. I personally love games so much, and I want to bring the flexibility of Sims construction process to the farm folks to extent, and potentially improve some aspects of it. We already have the spiral stairs, by the way. I want you guys to experience your favorite things, but from different perspective. Literally, because you play our game from a third-person view.
I love that. Third person, I love third person. Gotta give me third person.
We've been hard at work creating construction materials that you can choose during the construction process. Materials such as wood, stone, bricks, plastic, and glass.
It actually,
in many open world
doesn't
games
look
with
that
similar
bad.
construction systems,
Actually, it looks pretty good, honestly.
of windows and doors is predefined and part of the construction structure. So that means that the window and the door are part of the wall model, and you can't really move or resize them as you want. We wanted to change that, so we tasked our greatest dev minds, and now we have windows that can not only be placed anywhere, but you can also resize them.
Heck yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Give me resizable everything. I'll take the resizable windows, because then you can kind of just tailor it how you want it. Heck yeah. What's that? He got an iPad?
And after I showcased this demo on our Twitter account, a lot of you said that it would be very cool to be able to place windows on the ceiling as well. And guess what? It's now possible. You know what else is possible? We can now place windows even on the floors.
What? Windows on the floors?
Which could potentially lead to some questionable design decisions. You know, if you have two-story houses and placing them on the second floor and you're,
Oh, that would be kind of interesting. That blaster does look like something from Fortnite, because look at it. Nice. The The furniture and appliances all look
By the way, guys, I
very
just
modern.
wanted to let you know that we introduced monthly Discord giveaways. This month, we partnered with our friend My Potato Games and designed this super awesome, wholesome backpack that you can actually claim for free through our Discord server.
I would highly suggest you guys, if you are interested in this game, what he just mentioned is, you know, being able to get free giveaways from their Discord. It is a legitimate thing, right? I've gotten, I think, two. I got that backpack, and then I got like a free wolf looking pet thing, and then I think I got something in July, but I don't remember exactly what it is. Just saying, if you are potentially wanting to play this game, man, look, now is the time to take interest into it, because they are giving you free gifts along the way as they, you know, peek up to their Kickstarter. We'll take anything for the free ski.
All that you need to do is just join our Discord, here's the link, and claim it. We plan on updating this kind of rewards on a monthly basis, and this one will expire on September 1st. So if you're watching this video after that, we're probably giving away something else. But no worries, we might circle back to some of our popular rewards in the future. Alright, back to what else we've done recently. We finished modeling and are now adding bamboo plants and sugarcane to the game.
Nice.
Both plants will be used in production and construction materials, and you can produce bioplastic from the
Look at the
sugarcane,
hair though.
which can be then used in the further production lines, and you can make wooden planks out of it and stuff like that. Along with the new plants, we added 3 new backpacks.
Okay. 3 new backpacks, each with like their own varying differences.
They're a tad bigger than what we had earlier, and I think this backpack looks pretty awesome. Our concept artists been really hard at work, producing additional furniture concepts for our modelers. Our goal with the game is to introduce furniture in stylized sets. And remember, each individual piece can be fully customizable. Here are some of them.
Yo, look at that. It's actually really nice looking. I ain't gonna hold you.
With each prop, you can choose different patterns, color elements, change materials, gloss levels, and even add rustic paint elements on top. Before we jump into talking about the Kickstarter, I wanted to share with you guys our progress on Hydra Blasters. So Hydra Blasters is a liquid weapons like the ones that you guys seen in the Splatoon games, but on steroids, I guess. They shoot liquid charges that weaken phantoms, our ghost-looking creatures, and are dangerous for other players in our PvP mode. In order to engage in PvP mode, you literally have to travel to the future in the game, where the world is changing and other hostile players lurk around. It's an extraction mode. You jump to the future to bring back valuables that will make you more efficient in your future jumps. And remember, if you're one of our peaceful players, you can choose not to engage in the combat, and nobody will bother you while you're building the farm of your dreams. Hydra Blasters. Our goal was to design this weapon to look familiar so that you can understand what to expect from them, like rate of fire, spread, and things like that. But at the same time, we don't want them to sound like real guns. And I'm excited to share our progress with you on that. Check this out.
The skins you kind of get in Fortnite, for sure. Oh, it even sounds like paintball guns. That's cool. Nice. That's actually really cool. Oh, you can actually cut down
I think it sounds pretty cool,
trees.
Huh? Well,
so
we'll continue tweaking them, and
you could actually use this to gather like resources
so if
and stuff potentially.
We can improve. Let me know.
I mean, we just saw him cut down a
These
tree.
Hydra Blasters are going to be safe outside of our PvP mode, which we call Finite, by the way. I know it sounds a bit familiar to that other game, but that wasn't our goal. You travel to the finite of the farm folks, so it kind of works. Yeah? Anyway, what I wanted to say is that outside of finite PvP mode, you can choose to use these blasters to water your plants. Have you ever dreamed of shotgunning your
Oh,
tomato plants?
wow.
Now you can.
You can
I
use
know
it
many of you
to
guys
water
are
your
super excited
crops.
to jump on the train and support farm folks through the Kickstarter. And you've been asking for the launch date, and we now have a launch window for you. We're aiming to launch our campaign probably towards the end of January or the beginning of February. This is going to be an optimal time for us since we can work on the game for a little bit more and better understand our promises. The great news is that we're going to have alpha access shortly after Kickstarter. This means our backers who chose to back the project and selected an alpha tier reward will get access to the game and start helping us shape it almost months after we're done. Guys, I know this is a very ambitious project for our small team, but we're driven by a dream and passion, and we have a great experience of developing game. We've been in it for 10 years now. I'm working with very talented developers, and we think we're making something very special for all of them. What we're asking in return is patience and support. I want to thank you all for being part of this journey. Help us by maybe leaving a like and a comment, or I don't know, I'm doing this for the first time. So what they say is leave a like and subscribe. But we're very grateful. Thank you very much for joining us, and I hope you liked this update. I'll try to improve it, and thank you very much. Talk to you later.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Farm Folks. We would go and check out the official Farm Folks webpage, right? So, as I said, right, it's an open world life simulator game. You can do your farming, automation, and you also get a little bit of PvpvE experience. Now, as you can see up here, it is currently available on Steam for you to go and wishlist if you so choose. And then you see that it has Xbox and PlayStation, and then it says subject to platforms exclusivity and approval. So probably somewhere in the near future this game will eventually make it to the console. Now it says choose your playstyle, obviously, right? The cozy up, this is your relaxed farm build customized mode. As he stated, you can go about building the most beautiful or luxurious farm that you want to build and not be disturbed at all. As he mentioned, you have the combat mode, which is where you go travel into the future, engage in PvpvE, and then you reap the rewards of bringing what you collect to improve your farm or your different devices that you might have for resource management. Now, they do have this development roadmap here. The Kickstarter is scheduled to launch between January and February of next year. If you want to be notified when this hits Kickstarter, please go ahead, by all means, enter your email so you can be notified. Because it says alpha access is expected in April of 2025, and then beta access is expected in August of 2025. Now, obviously, this is going to come from what tier in the Kickstarter that you so choose to support this game with. I yet haven't decided. I gotta see, what each tier potentially comes with, but I would be very much interested in participating in either the alpha or beta access, just because I've been following this game now for about a year and a half. I, for one, am excited about it because, like I said, it teeters the line between, which is the farming cozy vibes and the life simulation vibes, but then it also kind of has, a little bit of that Fortnite vibe to it, but only if you choose to. And obviously, right, you're gonna be doing some farming in there. It says massive open world. Oh, before I forget, right, you see it says meet and romance NPCs. Yes, you will be able to romance the different NPCs within the game. Now, they haven't said specifically who those NPCs are, but as we scroll down further, these are gonna be your NPCs, guys. I was hoping if you click on one, it might take you to their profile or something, but it doesn't allow you to do any of that. However, as you can see, man, some of these characters look really, I'm not gonna say some, they all look really good. Obviously this is kind of like the character profile, so it would only, you know, in time we'll see what they actually kind of look like in the actual real world. But there are a lot of NPCs here, as you can see, and this is at the end. But you see they've kind of catered different styles, different look to the different NPCs within this game, and I for one, I'm loving it, because not one NPC looks and or favors the other. They all have different, you know, facial features, body builds are different, skin tones are different, hair is different. Good job, guys. I'm loving it. The NPCs that they have so far, they are definitely and I'm pretty sure like these are probably just some to start out with, and they'll probably be like more to come in the future, but it's a pretty hefty list to start out with. And of course, as he mentioned, in the construction and customization mode, they're kind of like, you know, giving you free will, if you will, to customize and build your farm how you so fit and how you choose to see it, right? And they even highlight here for y'all spiral staircase, because I know so many wanted this key feature in the Sims 4. I don't know if they eventually got around to adding it, so it's pretty cool that, you know, they've kind of like snooped in, seeing like, oh, okay, they wanted this in the Sims, maybe we can include it in our game. So that's pretty cool. They got an advanced color wheel, you can build anywhere, as I said, customize almost anything. And the most interesting part is the free windows and door placement, which I might be intrigued to try, especially if I do like a second tier build, or in my case, attempt a second tier build. I think it might be a pretty cool look if I put like some windows on the second floor of, you know, my farm or farmhouse or whatnot. Let's see. Okay, the automation, obviously, if you've played farming games before, you know, eventually at some point you get to a level where you can kind of unlock different automation tools that kind of help you with your farm and your crops or your animals and so forth. Let's see, you got an extractor, fabricator, loom station, smelter, oven, manufacturer. So pretty much your typical automation resources that you will need here. And then you have, again, the survival mode. It's going to be easy, medium, hard modes. This is totally optional, y'all. It's totally optional. You don't have to engage in this, all right? So just keep that in mind, all right? Although this is pretty cool that it's not like you're facing, if I was playing like Warframe or something, you're just facing, you know, phantoms. Depending on the level of difficulty you choose, you know, it might get a little interesting. I'm not gonna hold you. It looks like you have, it says 1, 2, 3, 4, so 4 different time frames you maybe can jump between, which is pretty cool, because you can go there and kind of, you know, extract resources and then bring them back if you choose to. And like I said, you can't go and wishlist this on Steam. And most importantly, if you are interested, yo, check out their Discord if you want some of the free giveaways that they do. We're gonna quickly kind of glaze over their Kickstarter because it's kind of the same thing that's on their webpage. I just kind of want to show you guys the Kickstarter page. As I said, I'm gonna link it down below for you all in case you're interested. And this basically just kind of highlights what's on their webpage. You got your fishing, bird watching. They're gonna have seasonal festivals, romantic journeys. Oh, dress to impress. I didn't see that part. Let's see, farming anywhere. Oh, that's key. No forced sleep mechanics. So if you've played any cozy games or farming games, you know at some point they try to like force you to go to bed. If I'm not mistaken, you won't have to go to bed, because I'm horrible at that sometimes. My person ends up just like falling asleep in the garden, and then I wake up and half my energy for the next day is already drained, and I'm like, okay, there goes that. So you can crossbreed over 100 crops. It's got a solar punk, high-tech solar punk aesthetics. Okay, I can get that vibe from that. Let's say dynamic NPC behaviors, romantic events, relationship systems, romance. Oh, you can marry. Interesting. Okay. So I'm wondering also if you can have kids with marrying, or are there gonna be like same-sex marriages, or, you know, kind of curious now. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this, guys. Like, I just really wanted to show you all this particular game. As I say, it teeters the fence a little bit, right? And as I've stated several times in this video, this game may not be for everybody, but it is for someone. And hopefully this video finds you if you are interested in checking out Farm Folks. But I want to get y'all's head on a swivel for these 3 upcoming games. Farm Folks is the first one. Stay tuned for the next 2. As always, thank you guys for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. And I'll catch y'all in the next video. Take care.